Hi, everybody. It's Dr. Thompson coming to you with information about week 5. So we are very quickly making our way through the course. We have week 5 and week six, excuse me, and then we are done. So let's talk about what needs to happen in week 5. For the first part, for your discussion assignment, you're going to do some research and find a study that uses quantitative data analysis. Okay, so it's important to, if you're unsure about what quantitative versus qualitative means, then, check out the reading materials or ask me if you need to. A number of people have been continuing to send emails, and I'm glad to see that. Now, you need to, after you've found the study, provide a summary of it. Then go on to discuss what are the benefits and the downsides to completing study as a quantitative data analysis. So that's going to require a little thinking, a little reading, but that's really central to this assignment. Now, part 2, what you're going to do is go find a qualitative study. Provide a summary of that study, and also talk about the benefits and the downsides to completing a study using a qualitative data analysis. Now, the reason why I say this is central to what you're learning in this course is that, sort of the quantitative side of research and the qualitative side have very different underlying philosophies. For example, on the quantitative side, there's an underlying what's known as a positivist philosophy. And a positivist philosophy believes that you can measure things and you can turn things into numbers and quantify them and analyze them based on those numbers. Now, on the other hand, qualitative studies are ones that have an underlying constructivist philosophy. That is, they don't think that you necessarily need to quantify and measure everything in order to study it, in order to gain, important, useful information. In a constructivist point of view, there is creation of meaning and analysis. So it's a very different point of view, but each one is legitimate, but they do have different applications as well as different strengths and weaknesses. So let's move on to your week 5 assignment. And so what you're going to do is review the 6 research articles that you analyzed in your literature review, and discuss whether these are quantitative or qualitative studies, and and why. And that means what is it that makes you believe those are qualitative versus quantitative studies, or vice versa. Now, you also need to talk about whether your research proposal is qualitative or quantitative. Now, as a part of this, the assignment asks you to design a study, or to talk about some ways you could put together a study that would be from the other point of view. In other words, if you're doing qualitative, then what would a study be from a quantitative perspective? And of course, vice versa. So that's a lot to do for this week. So, get busy on it as soon as you can, because it's going to take some time and some reflection, maybe returning to your book a few times and that sort of thing. But you'll learn something very important about it. Until we meet again in week 5, I'll see you in week 6. I hope you have a great week, everyone. Bye-bye.